How you guys doing? This is Kevin from Sweat Factory CrossFit. Just going to go over your workout for Wednesday. So our warm-up today is going to be 3 sets. These are going to be 30-second increments of time, so it's not really just about reps. It's more about just kind of getting through the movements and working nice and slow. So you're going to have 30 seconds of jumping jacks, 30 seconds of Cossack squats, 30 seconds of inchworms, 30 seconds of Russian baby makers. So let me go over each one of those and then we'll go into what the workout is going to be. So just as your jumping jacks go, you're just going to be in a wide stance, nice and slow. Make sure you're trying to open the feet up and the shoulders. Want to get a full swing on the top. A lot of the times we see kind of like this. If you really press forward up at the top, you'll feel these shoulders get a lot looser as you're starting to warm up with those jumping jacks. So you're going to have 30 seconds of jumping jacks. After that, you're going to go into your 30 seconds of Cossack squats. So Cossack squat, real nice wide stance. Just like you're about to do a side lunge, but maybe a little bit wider. Toes are going to be turned out aggressively, and then you're going to sit back as you sit into this. So you want to set your hips back so you can set down, and then allow the toes to come up on that other foot. So as you sit back, sit down into it. It gets a little easier if you let those toes come up. It'll let you sit down into it a little bit more. So you're going to have 30 seconds of Cossack squats, alternating sides. Remember, just doing a warm-up, so we're not looking for max reps. After that, you're going to have your 30 seconds of inchworms. So keep those legs as straight as you can. Going to reach down towards the floor, walk yourself out into that push-up, and then walk yourself back up into a standing situation, stand all the way up. Make sure you try to keep those legs straight so you're stretching out the back of the knees and the hamstrings. If you have issues doing push-ups, you could get to the bottom and modify like with off your knees, so walk yourself down. And then if you had to, you could drop from your knees and do a push-up. If that's also an issue, you could just leave the push-up out of it if it is a trouble, and then just do your inchworm, so like a walkout, so you're still warming up the arms and hamstrings and the back of the knees. After that, it's gonna be our Russian baby makers. Remember, your Russian baby makers, as odd as the title sounds, you're gonna be in a squat stance. I'm gonna reach down, so I'm gonna squat in, I'm gonna reach down in between my feet, and I'm gonna pull myself down into a squat and then straighten my legs back up, pull myself down nice and slow. Try to get as stood up as you can without letting go of that bottom. So you're really stretching out those hamstrings. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of that through. So after that, our workout. So our workout is 5 rounds. They are a 3-minute AMRAP. So it's gonna be a quick and intense 3 minutes and then a 3-minute rest. So your first and all your rounds are gonna be 5 push-ups and 10 air squats. So in that 3 minutes, when at the sound of the go, you're gonna get down to the floor, you're gonna start doing your push-ups. Remember, when you're doing your push-ups, try to keep those elbows back. So you wanna avoid the shoulder out and try to get more tricep and chest instead of shoulder. The more you're like this, the more it's just all shoulders. Try to keep the elbows a little bit tighter. You can also do that drop down from your knees, or you can be elevated up onto something if you need to. Same thing, want to try to keep yourself in a plank. Even if I'm using something up this high, I'm going to still drop down to where my elbows are staying tighter. So you're going to have your 5 push-ups, and then it's going to be your 10 air squats. So standard air squats, going to be at a wider stance, feet turned out just a little bit, set the hips back, and then squeeze up on the way through. Will make you stand up quicker. Want to make sure what we're watching for here is that full extension at the top. Want to try to avoid where we sit down and then it turns into this. Want to make sure we're finishing all the way through at the top. So you're going to have 5 rounds, 3-minute AMRAP, then a 3-minute rest. So you're going to work for 3 minutes and take a 3-minute break. Next round comes, going to do the same thing. So it's going to be 3 minutes of intense work, trying to get as many rounds of the 5 push-ups and 10 air squats. All right, good luck.